In this model, we will show the structures of the head and neck. First, I will start with the muscles of the facial expression. I will divide them into three groups, the ones around the eye, around the nose, and around the mouth. This is the frontalis muscle. Somehow it's regarded as the muscles of facial expression. Frontal belly of occipitofrontalis, or just frontal muscle. And here we have orbicularis oculi. Orbicularis oculi. It's two parts. This is the palpebral part of orbicularis oculi, and this is the orbital part of orbicularis oculi. When the palpebral part contracts, closes the eye gently, and when the orbital part contracts, closes the eye forcefully. Here we have corrugator supercilii. This is not so important. Corrugator supercilii. This is corrugator supercilii. And downwards, but it's not shown, we have depressor supercilii, but that's not shown here. These were the muscles around the eye. Now the muscles around the nose are three muscles. First, this is the procerus. This is the procerus. And then we have nasalis. This is nasalis muscle. It's two parts. This is the transverse part of nasalis. And we have the alar part. Maybe this is the alar part of nasalis muscle. Just this is nasalis. That's important. And we have depressor septinesi. This is depressor septinesi. Not so important. The teachers haven't mentioned it. The muscles around the mouth, I'll redivide into the ones on the upper lip and on the down lip, inferior lip or anything, bottom lip. We have orbicularis oris. This is orbicularis oris. This muscle is buccinator muscle. This deep muscle is buccinator. It's pierced by the parotid duct. This is buccinator muscle. This is risorius. This muscle is zygomaticus major. Zygomaticus major. And then we have the zygomaticus minor. You can see this is zygomaticus minor. Besides it, it is the levator labii superioris. Levator labii superioris. And then we have levator labii superioris aliquinesi. Levator labii superioris aliquinesi. Deep to these muscles, this is levator anguli oris. This place is mentioned as the angle of the mouth, so this is the levator anguli oris. Opposite to that, we have depressor anguli oris. This is depressor anguli oris. We have inferior labii, depressor labii inferioris. This is depressor labii inferioris. And we have mentalis. This is platysma. This large muscle is the platysma. And I'll see the muscles of mastication from this side. First, this is the temporalis muscle. The first muscle of mastication. This is the temporalis. The second one is the lateral pterygoid muscle. It's from the lateral aspect of the lateral pterygoid muscle, lateral pterygoid plate, to the temporomandibular joint. This is lateral pterygoid muscle. This is medial pterygoid muscle, from the medial aspect of lateral pterygoid and from the maxillary tuberosity to the interior side of the angle of mandible. This is medial pterygoid muscle. This muscle is not a muscle of mastication. This is buccinator muscle, as what's shown here. This was buccinated. And the fourth muscle is masseter. This is the fourth muscle of mastication, masseter. The parotid duct goes above the masseter and pierces the buccinator. So this is masseter and this is buccinator. This is the parotid gland, and this is called the parotid duct. The muscles around the ear, we have anterior auricular, superior auricular, and we have posterior auricular muscle. Anterior, superior, posterior. This is not temporalis. As you can see, the fibers are converging on the auricle of the ear, not like temporalis. They are going into the zygomatic arch. This is temporalis. This is superior auricular. Okay. This is occipital muscle or occipital belly of occipitofrontalis. This is sternocleidomastoid. It's visible. Sternocleidomastoid. This is the trapezius. Trapezius. Here we have semispinalis capitis. This first muscle is semispinalis capitis. This is splenius capitis. Splenius capitis. On this side, again semispinalis capitis. This is splenius capitis. Splenius capitis. And here we have levator scapulae. All of it are levator scapulae. No scalene muscle are shown on the back. Levator scapulae. Again, this is levator scapulae on this side. Levator scapulae. Now, the muscles around the neck, we have some muscles referred to the hyoid muscles, and they are divided to suprahyoid muscles and infrahyoid muscles. The suprahyoid muscles, you can say this is the anterior belly of digastric. Visible? Anterior belly of digastric, and this is the posterior belly of digastric. It goes to the mastoid process of the temporal bone. From the anterior part, stylomastoid muscle is attached to it, and from the medial part, the posterior belly of digastric muscle is attached. Posterior belly of digastric, anterior belly of digastric. This one is stylohyoid, another muscle of hyoid bones. Stylohyoid. We have mylohyoid. This is mylohyoid. This muscle is mylohyoid. This is mylohyoid. And this is geniohyoid. From the mental spine, both of them go to the hyoid bone. Geniohyoid. This was the superior suprahyoid bones. Geniohyoid, mylohyoid, digastric, and stylohyoid. The inferior ones, we have omohyoid. This is omohyoid. Superior belly of omohyoid, inferior belly of omohyoid. We have thyrohyoid. From the hyoid bone to the thyroid cartilage. This is the thyroid cartilage. So this is thyrohyoid muscle force. This is sternothyroid. Thyroid cartilage. Again, this is sternothyroid. Sternothyroid. This is sternohyoid. On this side, sternohyoid. Again, that's sternohyoid. This is sternothyroid, and that's sternothyroid again. Sternothyroid. The other muscles are found in the neck. From the back, we will start. This is levator scapulae. Levator scapulae. This is scalene posterior. Scalene posterior. This is scalene medius. Medium scalene or anything. And this is anterior. Scalene anterior. For the remarks, we have the phrenic nerve passing above the scalene anterior muscle. So this is phrenic nerve from anterior ramus of C3, C4, C5. So this is the phrenic nerve passing above the anterior scalene muscle. Between the anterior scalene muscle and the middle scalene muscle, we have the trunks of the brachial plexus. These are the trunks of the brachial plexus, so this is the middle scalene muscle. And this is the posterior scalene muscle. We have no other muscle is shown, and that's it.